what's up, everybody? Danny Lightning here with Maxthegamer. What's up, everybody? Say hello to Max.
Hey, happy Friday, everyone.
Oh, it's Friday. All right. We're going to do some race car driving and some stuff like that, you know?
Absolutely.
Or we might just sit here in silence for the next 2 hours and not do anything. We just don't know yet. That would be a good live stream, right?
Yeah, that'll be like a Zen live stream of peace and harmony.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we should do today.
Nah. I can't keep quiet. I had a guy on my channel today saying, "Why can't he stop talking?" I was like, "Because I can't. I just can't do it. I'm sorry."
I can see that, though. I mean, I've had people say that to me, too. They said, "Slow down and shut up every once in a while," or something. I mean, I get it. When we make videos, we talk and talk and talk, and people don't. Some people don't like that, I guess, but hey. Whatever. That's what I say.
Yep. Oh, we got a lot of people here. Let's see. Our moderators are in the house.
Thank you, moderators.
Oh, yes. You want to start reading them off, Danny, or you want me to take a crack at this?
How about you say hello to everybody this time? I'm too lazy.
All right. All right. Since I like to talk anyway, right? You talk. you like to talk so much. All right, guys. We got Dark Temptation in the house. Empower Code. Alex BK. Sebastian Starks. Mokum Charger RT. Daring Destroyer. Mountaintop Giver. Welcome, guys, and our moderators. Awesome Sauce is here. We have our moderator, Iclavia, Thomas, Quebec. And I thought I saw another moderator, but I guess just the two of them working hard. Okay. Daniel Helderman in the house. We have, in addition, Uncle Broken Down Beamer. Every time I read that name, I think back to the BMWs I've owned. I go, yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. We got Julian, No Legs, Eternal Marble. Let's see. We got Christman here. Bosco is here. And Kenneth. Wow, a lot of people. Sunadan, Irish J. Now, the chat just literally jumped and I lost track of where I was. So back to you, Daddy.
Hello people. Thank you for showing up today. Very nice of you to come spend your time with us and hang out and all that good stuff. I was just playing with my screen here while Max was reading that off, but he lost track. I'm trying to check out my Prestige Cup car. I saw somebody asked, is that the Prestige Cup car? Well, I do believe it was actually the Vantage Roadster. Actually, it might be a pretty darn cool car, to tell you the truth. I can't find it.
So you don't have it organized by alphabetical order. Then it gets a lot easier.
I'm lazy, man. I'm lazy. I mean, it's bright yellow. How can I miss it, right?
It's a tier 4. You should have it stuck in your tier 4 group.
I thought it was tier 5.
No, it's a tier 4.
No wonder I can't find it.
No wonder you looked in the wrong place.
I just chugged some coffee. Maybe it'll wake me up in a minute here. Alright, here we go. This guy right here, guys.
There it is. Yep. In the meantime, let me just greet some of the guys that we just missed earlier because I finally found my spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wrestling and heavy metals in the house. We have, in addition, Little Yef. We have Ryan Crossland, Yiming 18. The Crow is in the house. Yes, the Crow's here. Andre Borg is here. Did I miss anybody? Do pipe up if I missed you. Little Nos Lighting just stepped in the house. So we got a lot of guys here. And we have no questions yet. Come on, guys. This is supposed to be a question and answer session.
Well,
so please.
There was one question, but I already answered it.
Oh, that's true. I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we did get this. This used to be a milestone prize car back in the day. So sometimes they reuse Prestige Cup cars or, you know, give you ones that have already been a prize for something in the past, which is nice. I think this is actually the 3rd season in a row where I've had the car and had not needed to pull my keys, which is
always nice. Always nice when you don't have to waste some keys.
I hate wasting those keys, man. I'll tell you what. That's the one thing everybody in this game needs to, you know, unless you're spending money to buy new keys, you guys got to manage those keys very carefully, especially the silver ones, because if you're not somebody who spends like 5, 6, 7 hours a day just, you know, capping, it's very hard to get the respect points if you don't have the Prestige Cup car for your average person that maybe comes on and plays for an hour every day or something, you know.
Yeah, that 300,000 points definitely plays into a big part of it. So we got some questions, Danny. Let's go ahead and start addressing them as we go. Before chat pushes it off the screen. Julian asked, should I use the max upgraded 9091 Fusion Audi R6 Avant for Tempest 3 Tier 4? The answer is absolutely. That car, when you have every stage 6 with just one missing Fusion, you'll have no problem getting through Tempest 3 Tier 4. One sprint's a little challenging. Other than that, it's good. I'll let you hit the next one, Danny. Is the LB Silhouette worth upgrading? That's an interesting question, actually.
I would say so. It's a very nice little car. It shares parts with the Huracan you can buy in the store, so you can keep buying and selling Huracans to max that guy out. I think out of all the Lamborghini Huracans, it's got to be the best one. So yeah, it's totally worth upgrading, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the only time I would say you may want to consider holding off is if you have another Lamborghini that's actually slightly better that you are still building. So you don't want to spread your Fusions out. On the other hand, if you've been stripping cars and getting a lot of Fusions, those overflow Fusions needs to go somewhere anyway. So it'd be good to put it into the LB Silhouette, which is one of the good Lamborghini cars. So yeah, it's worth upgrading, but again, it costs a lot of resources, so make sure you have that to spare.
Now Sebastian says, how do I get the tickets to buy the Rocket Bunny cars? Pretty much all of those are actually available for gold in the dealership right now, so you don't necessarily need the tickets.
Well, let's clarify. Because the Rocket Bunny Sylvia and the Rocket Bunny RX-7 is available for the Elite Tuner tickets, right? Those are the ones everybody has a ton of, or should have at least some. But that Rocket Bunny Z33 V2 or V1.5, that is only for that new League Showdown tickets.
Which is kind of lousy.
That's really lousy. And that's
not everybody has that.
Not everybody has it. It's confusing as hell for everyone because when people start saying Elite Tuner tickets, they're thinking that these two are the same tickets. They're by no means the same. And one, you can get thousands. The other one, I think most people are at maybe 90 something right now at most. So it's a whole new currency and it's completely different.
See these events right here? All right, when you go into this event hub, these Elite Tuners events will give you tickets to buy stuff in the event hub. I think I've seen a few of these tickets in the Showdown as well, but the other problem is, like Max was just saying, there's the League Showdowns, which have tickets that look exactly the same, and people can't tell the two apart, but you basically just got to do the Elite Tuner stuff to get these event hub tickets. And anything else, though, most of these are available for gold right now. If you don't have some of these cars, you can get them with gold or you can get them with tickets. But if you go into the buy car section and you click on the little Rocket Bunny tab, all kinds of stuff pops up, guys. But yeah, that one car, I've been trying to buy it for a long time. I'm just like, maybe if I click on it today, it'll just give me the car. But it always says, you don't have the funds, and unfortunately we might just have a black screen problem going on here.
Now that's just the dealership taking a sweet old time loading.
There we go.
I got the same issue.
Click on the old Rocket Bunny tab. Oh, Nolex buddy, good luck on Legends Never Die. Now for some reason this one's not available. I'm surprised they don't have this one. You might be able to buy that with real money or something. I'm not sure. But pretty much all of these, I mean, 2,450 gold, not bad. Plus you can customize the colors you want. You got this guy right here. Unfortunately, that one's not available either. You've got your prize car. Right, look at that, 335 gold for this little GTI, guys. If you don't have this, I would suggest buying it because it's an awesome little car. This is a great little tier 2 car, guys, for hardly any gold at all, honestly. You got your BRZ 950. I'm not really sure how I feel about this particular car. It's a little weird. You got your Sylvia for 2,100 gold. This thing's awesome. I like this car a lot. You got your Fairlady Z now. This one's actually available with purple stars for 2,750 gold. That's a great deal, actually. And then we're back to the RX-7s. But for some weird reason, that other car is not in here. The one you have to buy with the league tickets is not in here. So it's kind of like a big mess, I think.
Yeah, the whole thing's a big mess. If you want to switch over to my screen, I can show the league ticket event reward side. Maybe that'll show it.
Yeah, I don't have that stuff, so.
All right, so here's my. I'm still in the advanced league after all this time because I just didn't bother to play it. But in the reward sections, these are the tickets we're talking about. Okay, these are completely different. The thing is, I can't get an up-close view of it, but they actually, I think they say SD or SL on here rather than just a star. So there's a little bit of difference in the way they look, but that's your actual tickets. Now, there's a showroom that's linked to this leagues, and that is where you can spend those wonderful tickets that you don't have. Okay, so, and here it is. This is the Rocket Bunny V2 Fairlady. That's the one that only requires 30 tickets. But guess what?
Mine was 60 tickets. What a ripoff. And I don't even have them.
Yeah, I have 15,000 Elite Tuner tickets, and none of that can work for that 30. So basically, when you try to click on that and you don't have 30 of these, excuse me, 30 of tickets from this, it's going to tell you don't have enough tickets. And you're sitting on 30,000 tickets going, what? What do you mean I don't have enough tickets? So...
kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. So that's what I'm talking about.
D Black, he says, fellas, will I be able to use my Purple Star Vantage Roadster for the Prestige Cup? I do believe you'll be able to use that. Lately, it seems like they've been letting us use the Purple Star cars for the Prestige Cup, so I would say, yeah, more than likely, unless they decide to get crazy.
I think they'll let you.
What's
that?
I
think they'll let you. I also think they'll let you, yes. So.
Yeah, it seems like lately they've been letting us, so I think you'll be all good on that one. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Any more questions?
Oh, now, league grinds. The league grind is absolutely insane. Somebody this morning on Facebook was complaining that the top guy in my league is already at 16,000 points. Well, actually, if you really think about it, a capper who completely uses this to cap himself for the day will do probably around 200 plus races. Even if you only win half of that, okay, you can get up to 40 points a race. You theoretically can be at 40,000, if not more, a day in points. And you have 5 days, 19 hours to keep those numbers up. You could be well over 100,000 points easily by the end of the league if you're one of those guys. And that also means for those of us who hate to grind, we could be stuck with some dude above us with 150,000 points. That's just the unfortunate reality of league. Don't you love that, Danny?
Not really. D Black, thank you for the donation, buddy. Definitely appreciate that.
I'm sure you're looking forward to leagues, Danny.
No. Also, thank you for being a channel member. Now, somebody just said, will the Vantage Roadster be any good for Tempest 3 Tier 4?
No.
Well, I don't really have good news for you on that one.
Yep, I think both of us are in agreement. It's really not good for that. Do you have yours built? I don't think mine's built enough on this one to show it.
I think I actually made a video and a review on this car a while back. Last time it came out as a Prestige Cup car. I think I got on one of those content accounts and did a review on it, but it wasn't that great. It didn't have, I don't think it was either the top speed or the acceleration or something. It didn't have one or the other.
It was a little weak on both, actually.
Yeah, that might be, actually.
Yeah. It's not a bad car, don't get me wrong.
It does beat Dino.
Yep. It's okay in live. It beats Dino, but it's not great. And it's not good enough, really, to be picked for Tempest purposes. So keep that in mind.
I see a comment in there that says, "You are trash."
Uh-oh, here we go. Here it comes.
Well, I do kind of live in a dumpster, so that might be very true.
I like Alex says, Max, what league did you reach? You're looking at it, advanced, which incidentally is like the leagues of the guys that don't play. Okay, because you start off at novice, advanced is only the 3rd league up. If you were good enough to advance every league, right now you'd be a master at least, if not champion league. With 1 week left, I think you'd be in champion league already. So I worked very hard to get to advanced. Okay, by not playing. Now, Iglavia asked, where's your 50 gold piece boost? It shows up after you actually play a showdown race and start the showdown points. I'm not playing it. I will wait until maybe the last day. I'll jump into a few points and that'll be the end of it for me. So, not worried about it. All right.
Iglavia says it can't do the speed traps and it's a nightmare to tune this car.
Oh, there it is. That's our short answer.
Someone else just asked a question and now I can't find it.
Well, I see Ian asked, is the Valhalla concept good for Tempest? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the question, actually.
Oh, there we go.
Well, if you have enough parts for it, that is.
Well, Denny, at 685 performance points, which is not even full stage 5, I got that car through all of Tempest 3 Tier 5 challenges. It's that fast. So
Guys,
I think for Tempest 1 and 2, it should be a no-brainer with that car.
Yep, probably.
Yeah.
Sebastian says, how do I join a league? Well, you can't really join a league. Right now, the league showdown is only available to some people for testing. So if you don't have it on your map, you just have to wait till your account gets it, honestly.
Yep.
I'm guessing on the next big update, it'll probably be available to everybody. But until then, it's only a few people who have it.
Yeah, exactly. And so I see Exogenous asked the question, what car would be best to elite first? Now, if you and I can go back, Denny, if we can go back and not make our mistakes, what car would you elite first?
Well, I would probably elite Larry's car. Not really. Miguel, buddy, thank you for becoming a channel member, buddy. I would pick a car that I live race with all the time, that has a lot of stars and earns a lot of respect points. That's really all there is to it. If it's a good live racer that gets good points and you know you're going to use it a lot, that one's totally worth making elite. So if it sucks, if it's not going to earn you many points, or it doesn't win live races, or it's just a lousy car, like me and Max decided to elite, it's a very bad choice for the most part. Because, I mean, if you got that elite bonus, it can be a really big help to earning a lot of respect points for your crew. So,
yeah, I mean, if you're a newer player, your choices to elite may be very limited. So it's not that you intentionally elite bad cars. It's just that if you want to progress and you don't want to wait on Tempest, you may end up with some bad elite cars. That's just the nature of, you know, having no cars to pick from. But if you have some nice cars, you don't want to waste the elite license opportunities, that's when you use those cars. Like, for example, the Valhalla concept, if you have another tier 5 that can like the Supra, for example, that you plan to do all the Tempest with, then you can always elite the Valhalla concept. So you can do both. Don't you dare! No, I don't dare. I don't want the crow to leave the house right away. So I am not showing any elite licenses.
Nolix, is the event for Izzy's F1 is it hard? Well, the F1's not really something you get from an event. It's something you get when you've like restored every Legends car. So I'm not really sure if we're now Izzy's F1. I'm trying to think. Am I missing something here?
He's talking about, I think, Izzy's assist that comes up every season or two, or is it right here now? So okay, Izzy's assist. If you already have the F1, I don't think it really. Can you lock that in? I've never seen it.
I'm not sure either. I don't mess with Izzy's assistance. I don't like the legend stuff, so I don't even bother with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really trying to just get through Legends to the F1, no, it won't be easy. I can tell you that. So, it's pretty tough, actually.
Yeah, I don't think Tempest 1 had the PP requirements. I think it was only 2 and 3 that did that.
Only 2 and 3.
Tempest 1 was super easy, really. 2 was a little hard, but 3 got kind of crazy.
Yeah. 3 is where they really did not want us to complete it on the first day. Because, again, Tempest 1 and 2, people finished it on the first day and was like, oh, so when's Tempest 3 coming? Okay? Given how long they take to put out one Tempest, the last thing Natural Motion wants is for you to finish Tempest in one day. So that's why we have the difficult Tempest 3 the way it's set up. And then now, I'm sure the Tempest 4, if it comes, you can bet that it's going to be crazy hard just to make sure you stay, playing it for a year or two at least. At least that's my estimate.
If you restore and max out all the Legends cars, there's a Legends, what is that? There's a special one that they give you.
What?
A special car for
trials?
No. Once you finished all the Legend stuff, there's like a special. No, that's Elite Tuners. Never mind. I'm thinking of something different.
Yeah. I mean, if you fully elite every Legends car, you can get the F1 LM. I mean,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but then you have to fully elite them all.
Yeah, there's another F1. That's what it is.
Yep.
Let me. I'm trying to find it. See, I don't mess with the Legends. I can't remember how to even get to it on the map. Somewhere it shows you that car that can be got, but
it's not like you can go into the Legends garage to see it, because that's only the F1.
Yeah, that's where I was looking.
I might be in the dealership if you go to Legends part.
I can't remember. My memory's bad, guys. Let's try
10
this.
miles for GT40 as well. So there are 2 actually.
Did you find them?
I'm trying to get into that dealership. So
I think I know where it is.
Right now.
Here we go.
You found it?
I think so.
All right, cool.
Hold on.
Switch back to you then.
Oh, come on. It's the special offer thing keeps popping up. That gets on my nerves.
You gotta love that.
I'm trying to show people something, and that dumb thing pops up, man.
I think we're still on my screen. Did you switch back to you?
Not yet.
All right, so here's the F1 LM, at least on my screen.
What?
And you need everything deleted. All 8 of, there's 0 of 8 Legends. That has to be elite.
I hate
and then you have this number 1. There's 0 of 8. So.
Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties over here. For some reason, every time I click on the Legends thing, it takes me to the special offers and it's trying to sell me something. I'm getting mad over here, guys. It's grinding my gears. It's like breaking my pistons or something, man.
Oh boy.
Doesn't like me. I blame Donna.
It's Donna's fault. It is Donna's fault. So anyway, we got Jefferson said, can you talk about the Ferrari 458 Special? Well, unfortunately, I can tell you it's not that special anymore. That's really the problem with that car. Leave Fusions for another Ferrari at this point. Okay, it's a dyno beating car, but it's just not that good currently. And it's only, I think, 8.9 or something like that maxed.
All right, real quick, there's two different volumes on the Elite Customs, guys. There's Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now, I'm not really sure which cars are part of which volume, but... So, for Volume 1, you have to elite this car, this car, this car, this car, and these guys here. Once you elite all of those to purple stars, you're going to get the GT40. So, it shows you a whole list, basically. In order to get that, you just click on a Legends car, alright? Just click on your Legends car, click the little Elite thing up on the top here, and then you'll see where here it says like 12% complete. Click on that, and then it'll show you which cars you need to upgrade in order to finish that off. There we go. See, I kept clicking on this here where it said Volume 1, and every time I click this, it tries to sell me stuff. So you just gotta click on the one with the percentage instead, or it'll be like, hey, buy something. And then I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's always trying to sell you something.
Alright, so anyways.
Yep. So Empower Code said he wants to play CSR2 on the PC. Just to let you know, Mimo works, but Danny and I are using LD Player, and I also use Nox. So it's really up to you. You got to test them on your PC, see which emulator runs the smoothest.
LD Player.
You should be an LD Player rep, man. You're like, every time it comes, it's the smoothest, fastest, least buggy, blah, 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 blah. You're like a salesman for them. But it is free. LD Player is a free emulator. It's pretty good. Like that's why Danny loves it so much.
Unknown says, can you get banned from CSR by refunding in-game items? If you're buying stuff and you keep running to like Google or iOS to get refunds, yeah, they can actually ban you for that.
They can ban you for any reason or no reason at all. It is written in the game terms. Just so you know. Okay? Every time I see that question, I was like, if you read their terms of service, they can take away the game from you because it's their property for any reason or no reason at all.
Yep. So if you do anything that they don't like, bam, you lose your account. Bottom line, if you make them angry, they may or may not ban you. But, yep, refunding items, I don't really know how you're doing it, but I know some people will buy something and then they'll go to Google for a refund. They get to keep the in-game item, but they get their money back. But doing that will definitely get them on the list of not happy players.
Yeah.
Somebody says, would it change my mind if I could choose the cars that were in Legends? No, not really. Legends was just a really big pain to restore all those things. And the other thing is, I don't like the way they shift. I don't like the way any of these Legends cars shift. For some reason.
Yep.
I don't know why. I just don't enjoy
some
it.
of them are good. I like the S7. Very good low performance point, high evo car.
Oh yeah, that's a cool car actually.
Yeah, that's a good car. 250 GTO. It's good in its own class in T2. So lots of good cars. They can ban you for looking at Maxthegamer license mistakes. That is true. They can, or they'll be laughing so hard they won't even bother with it. They'll just be going, all right, here we go. We got a perfect example of what not to do. We could show all players that come into the game.
The Subaru WRX STI Elite Customs car is actually really cool. Now, the little Tier 2 WRX, not very good. Here Clavia's down here talking some trash, I think. He says, Danny's mouth babbling and losing brain cells. Every letter saying the list. That doesn't even make sense, buddy. I think you did lose a few brain cells there.
I don't know. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Subaru WRX STI. Obviously, wait. Which one are you talking about? Not the tier 2, right? Because that one sucks. Let's not get our WRXs confused here. The Elite Tuner one's good.
Yeah.
But the one that's in tier 2 is really, really bad.
Horrible, actually.
Horrible. Yep. Please don't get them confused.
Yeah. The tier 4 one, amazing. The tier 2 one, terrible. Terrible.
Yep. Horrible. Exactly. One of the worst tier 2s in the game. Unless they buff it in the future, but...
yeah, the GTO is a really good car. I just don't enjoy driving it. I don't know. But yeah, this Subaru right here, amazing, okay? Tier 4 WRX, love it. Love it.
Yep. Yeah, so the negative cash ban thing, I'm at like 1.7 billion. So when I get to 2.2 and get banned, I'll let you guys know. But, I mean, that might give me an excuse to quit the game, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. On the other hand, let's say if tomorrow the game just crashes because somebody at Natural Motion dropped their coffee again, and we all lose our accounts, and you guys are all screaming about, I'm going to class action you. Read the term of agreement. You cannot. There's no claim against Natural Motion for losing your account, even if it's their mistake. So unfortunately for us, true. We just got to always keep our fingers crossed that their next update won't implode the server. Okay?
My live racing streams are every Sunday morning. So I do those once a week.
Yeah. Every Sunday for that one. Absolutely.
What's the fastest way to get gold coins? Well, there's really not a fast way to get gold coins unless you buy them with real money, but I mean, just keep racing all the events on the map that give out gold coins and they slowly add up. Takes you a really long time, so unfortunately, I mean, if you have 0 gold and your goal is to get like 3,000 really quick, and it's probably going to take you a month or two, I would say, to get your 3,000 gold.
I think the gold progression actually isn't that bad if you always play the map races. Your daily tasks, if you just focus on the ones that give gold and do your daily race, because that sometimes gives you 50 gold, 60 gold here and there, it does add up. I mean, even my level 177 account has spent almost 10,000 gold, and I'm still sitting here with 3,000 gold. So that tells you that you can earn a decent amount of gold if you are careful with making sure you always acquire it when it's available. So yeah, gold is not as bad as gold keys, fortunately.
Gregory, if you're modding your account and they catch you, they will ban you, okay? Your account will get banned if they find out. How they find out, I'm not really sure, but it's definitely possible to get banned for that. The Crow says, Max, can you not talk about the spaghetti code right before an update?
All right. We'll talk about rigatoni abruzzi instead. I like my rigatonis. But we try not to jinx stuff. Let's not jinx anything. Are mods detected, Gregory? Some. We don't know what it's detectable exactly, but we know that people do get banned for modding. So yeah, sure, somewhat. They have a system to detect some of the more blatant modifications. Is it possible to get purple star cars from Donna? No, not from Donna. Not from Rare Imports. Did we answer that one already or no?
I don't think so.
I'm just reading it now.
No.
All right, I'm reading back as I'm jumping forward and back, so I'm kind of going all over the place here. Let's see. Danny, are you gonna run some showdowns while we talk about the questions?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and run a few showdowns.
Yeah.
If I can find it. There we go. Somebody said, what car do you recommend for Tier 5? Well, that really depends on what you're trying to do with it and what's available to you as well. I mean, that's a pretty vague question because different cars are good for different things and we don't even know what you're able to get. So we need a little more information to answer that one.
Now, D Black did ask...
Oh, crap. I got the wrong car.
D Black asked about what about the Fast and Furious T5s? But I kind of missed the lead-up question for what? Are we talking about for Tempest or just for live racing? Because I didn't see the prior question.
I don't think the C63 is going to do too well for anything, honestly.
Oh, that car? No.
Someone asked if it was good for Tempest 1 and 2.
Oh, the WRX? That is actually the Subaru WRX in T5 Fast and Furious. It's a pretty good car. It's a Dino Buster. If you set it up right, it's a good car overall. But it's also one that people have abused so much that I don't see in live much anymore. Okay, so Tier 5 Supra is one of the best cars to get for new players. You want to elite upgrade that because that's a good car.
The Supra, you will get that for free eventually, and that thing is awesome.
Yep, and Eclavia is placing a link to his Stage 6 effects video for the Vantage Roadster. Definitely can check that out if you're curious what the specific Stage 6s will do for that car. So, you know, if it's something that you're concerned about because you only have 2 or 3 Stage 6s, that Stage 6 effects video will be able to tell you more information.
Oh, what the heck?
It kicked you out?
I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. So I'm going to choose my fastest Tier 4 car, which I believe is the LB NSX. My little WRX doesn't really have any parts on it, so it's not very fast right now. It's only got like 1 or 2 Stage 6 parts, so it's got a long ways to go to become really fast. Yeah,
right,
you
so
know
Drip
what?
King is,
Go ahead.
No, just saying, Drip King's saying he's having some hard times with getting blue tokens.
I'm getting so many blues, it's crazy. I'm having a hard time getting the pink ones. But
I think it all depends on where you're at with your Showdown cars. You know, at a certain level, you have too many greens. If you have faster cars, you have too many blues. And then none of us have too many reds, as far as I know. But that's kind of how it plays out.
To get a Bugatti Chiron, okay, right now you have to be really lucky and pull it out of a silver crate or a gold crate.
Yep.
And lovely, we crashed.
Oh, switch over to mine so I can crash.
All right, we're gonna let Max crash, okay?
Yeah, we'll take turns watching each other crash.
But there's
look, it only took 2 minutes this time. It's a record.
Unless there's a car used for an event, there's usually no way to get that particular car. All right, there's like 600 and some cars in this game, so pulling a car that you want out of a crate is almost impossible.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys like to ask that specific question of what cars for what. The problem is, first thing is, what cars do you own? What cars do you have built? Once we know that, we can sort of give you a better idea what I think might be a good car to elite. But without that information, it's like kind of like shooting blind, and I don't want to do that.
Ahmed, we were just talking about that. Which cars do you use for your elite license? Anything that's really good at live racing and gets a lot of respect points that you know you're going to use a lot, if you elite that, it's going to come in handy because you can live race with it and earn even more respect points. So
now, I want to point out in the chat, if the Crow says something about don't build it, do listen. You know, he's helping us out here answering questions. He's very knowledgeable. Make sure if you haven't heard of him, he's the moderator and I think he's the owner of the Reddit page for CSR2, right? Denny?
I don't know if he owns it or not, but I know he definitely runs it.
He runs it, right.
He's one of the moderators over there. So.
Yeah. So definitely look at his answers and take it to heart because it's correct. Okay. We don't try to give out bad information here, and certainly the Crow has a lot of good information. Sometimes more information than even I have because I don't know some things about some cars. So definitely listen to the Crow. And I appreciate you being here helping with these questions, as always.
Drip King, I made a video earlier showing that, and I did the tricks, the 2 tricks that seem to work most for most people, and I got one of them to work, and I pulled 2 in a row with that. So you might want to go check that video out if you haven't seen it already.
All right, so Crazy Drifting, is it worth buying the Elite Tuners GTR for $39.50 gold? If you didn't get it from for free from the event near Christmas, at this point you may have to spend that $39.50 to progress in the Elite Tuners. So,
or it might also be in the event hub where you can buy it with your tickets as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's kind of up to you which one you want to spend on it, but yeah, if you wanna get through those Elite Tuners events, you're gonna have to have it at some point. And I'm kind of doubting it's gonna be free again anytime soon, unfortunately. Most of those were free for a limited time only.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like a, welcome to Elite Tuners. Here's a free car deal. I'm not sure that's going to come along free again. I mean, I already gave up and bought the remember when we were talking about the Subaru and the Evo, one of them might still be free after the first one's free. I was like, you know what, I'll just get it with tickets. I'm done. I didn't wait anymore.
Somebody says you guys have lag. Actually, we don't. I would try to restart your phone or something. I'm watching it on my end. It says I got excellent connection speed and all right, no lag whatsoever. I can see it here. So if my phone starts lagging on somebody's stream, normally if I restart the phone, it stops. It's kind of weird. I think it's more of a phone needing restarted or a YouTube app problem, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what exactly is causing. Now, guys, do not follow my NSX-R shift pattern that I'm using in this race. It's because I can't lose, so I'm not really worried about how I'm shifting it. Okay. Depending on how your car's tuned and upgraded, I think, Denny, what is the shift pattern for the NSX-R, the Legend one?
I've never driven it. I've never upgraded mine. I just said I hate Legends cars. I'm not spending my resource. I finished the Legends events. I restored them all, but I have no interest in upgrading any of those cars for some reason. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I could probably find out for you if I can find my phone. There it is. Oh, yeah, crap sandwiches.
Now, Steven Scare says, why the Audi TT can't beat Ashley Mercedes-Benz? I'm assuming you're talking about the original boss car, Tier 3. That's Ashley's car that you beat her with a Tier 2 car, right? Now, my suspicion is your TT, 1, doesn't have stars, and 2, doesn't have enough fusions. That's really not that difficult to beat her, but you have to make sure your car is upgraded enough. That's the key. And the TTRS is not that great a car, especially the one without stars. So you're going to need a lot of upgrades to hit her target time.
All right. Max, pretty much a perfect launch. Almost instantly, like a split second after you launch, shift into second. Third, all right, third right before red line, I think, and hit your nitrous. And the rest all perfect shifts.
Okay. All right, so my NSX-R is definitely not set up for that particular shift pattern. Because if I shift instantly to second and then short shift to third, let me see what happens when I do that. So, all right, so let's repeat that. Instant second, then what?
Well, third's right before red line, I think.
Third before red line and nitrous fourth.
Nitrous on third.
On third. Okay.
Wait. Third and nitrous. Second. Hold on a second. I'm confusing myself. Okay. Perfect launch. Early shift into second. Hold on a second. What? Wait a second. I got. I'm reading this off of these notes here, and they're not making sense. Let me actually watch a video. I'm gonna go to Zucar's page and watch this video.
Okay, while you do that, I'm just gonna finish grinding through my legend tokens.
Okay, how about this? All right, early shift in the second, and all pretty much perfect shifts after that. Okay.
Okay.
Nitrous on third.
All right. All right, let's do it. Instant second or early shift?
Pretty much like that, sorta.
Okay. Oh, should I go all the way to perfect in second before I shift to third and nitrous?
What? Okay.
Never mind. No, but I mean, this is obviously the NSX-R. If you get it fully elite and fully upgraded, is the fastest tier 4 car right now. That I think it. Wait, is the RX-7 fully elite close to it? I think they're pretty close, right? But I think the NSX-R edges it out.
Yeah, actually, I think it's still a little bit faster.
It's really a good car. I mean, this is one of the best legend cars for sure.
Razor fastest doesn't always mean better, unless it's a showdown, I would say.
Can the Hemi Cuda beat Victor Kidd?
Yes.
Yes, but again, Plymouth Fusions, you know.
Yeah.
If you got 'em,
super hard to get parts for it.
yeah. Look, you can beat Victor Kidd with a no-star GTR on stage 5, no fusions. Okay, so that's probably your choice, and then you just strip the Nissan for parts afterwards. That's generally how I beat Victor Kidd. I buy a Nissan, I build it up to stage 5, I beat him with no fusions or even just with green fusions, because when you strip it, even with green fusions, you don't have to spend gold. You just strip the car, and boom, you're done with Victor. It's that easy.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see the GT500 in the next one, D Black. Somebody says, "What's the Countach shift pattern?" Man, it's changed like 2 or 3 times now. So, last time I tried to drive that, I could not figure it out. I could not figure out how to get a good shift on that thing.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's been buffed, so I think it's probably a late nitrous setup again. So one thing about taking on boss cars, since you only get one shot, you should first go online or go to the Reddit page. There is information everywhere about what the boss is going to run. Then you go to your tier cars, you find one that can definitely beat them because it's faster by at least half a second, and use that. If you don't have one yet, wait, build one until it can beat the boss car by at least a tenth or two, if not half a second, and you will have no problem. That's the best way to go about it. And that works for Tempest bosses too, by the way. Or any boss, really. Alright, what is the shift pattern for the Rocket Bunny 350Z? Oh, that guy. Yeah. Do you know the shift pattern for the Rocket Bunny, Denny? Because someone actually told me...
That's the brand new one?
No, the last one, the orange one.
Rocket Bunny with the Z33 one?
Yeah, the Z33, I think is what he's talking about.
Okay, I'm trying to remember the NS. I always get that confused between the NSX and the 350Z. I'm pretty sure it's just early shift into second, hit your nitrous, and then all good shifts after that. Let me double check.
No, I think it's fourth gear nitrous for that Rocket Bunny. Someone actually typed it all up for me when I was doing a live stream, so I'm pretty sure it's fourth gear.
I don't think so. Look, me and Max are fighting now.
We're not fighting. We're debating. We're debating the shift pattern. How about this? You get that car, use your shift pattern, I take that car. I use my shift pattern. Let's see who wins.
Mine will kick your butt.
All right, we got our next challenge already. we're gonna have Danny using his with his shift pattern and mine with mine. How about that? Let's do it.
Let me look this. Let me find out real quick. Oh, okay, yeah. This is the one you're supposed to do nitrous. Right before you shift into third, nitrous is supposed to be when you hit it. Before you shift into third, okay? So basically, it's just, perfect launch, all good shifts, and nitrous right before third gear. That's all there is to that one. I always hit it on third, though. I don't really... It's kind of weird. I don't notice the difference if I hit it on or before.
We're acting like two toddlers in a sandbox. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Sand in your eyes. I'm gonna toss some sand in your eyes before I shift.
All right.
All right. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, I wanted to tell you guys because I also did this and kind of made a video about it. You can actually start off with 0 Rocket Bunny cars. If you have some gold and some tickets, you can actually get through this event from 0 to the NSX-R pretty easily. This is one of the easiest events we've had in a long time that has a decent price car. So if you have some resources, and unfortunately this doesn't apply to guys who have rank 50 accounts for the most part, but my rank 177 account started with 0 Rocket Bunny cars, and I've already acquired the NSX-R. So, it's doable. This is one of the more easily obtainable prize cars overall. And it's a good one. Speaking of whether it's good, let's see how good it does in live. Wait, wrong car. You're using the wrong car, man. We're talking about the wrong NSX-R here. Hold on. Let's go back.
Yeah, I like the other one a lot better. It's not quite as fast, but I like it better. Just because
hey, LOL Gamer, welcome.
It's not a Legends car. What's up, LOL? How's it going, buddy?
Oh, I got a new stage 6 for that car, too. How nice.
Me too.
But not worried about that at the moment. Let me go find my NSX-R. Oh, there it is. I think I just got it to stage 5 today. And I have one stage 6. So, but I have it right now set on stage 5 only. 638 is stage 5 only. And the thing about this, somebody earlier I think mentioned about what's the tune for the Rocket Bunny NSX. Well, you can put it to max Evo tune, and that'll be your best tune for the most part. Which I think I'm doing okay here. But one thing I do want to point out is that this car has a huge gap between stage 5 and full stage 6, because full stage 6 is 10.0. Stage 5 is 12.6. 2.6 seconds out of your 7 stage 6s. That's a big gap. Okay? And then the car runs 9.7s. So that's a huge gap.
Drip King, the Aston Martin Vantage Roadster, is it worth it? Well, if you want to complete the Prestige Cup, or if you need a decent live racing car, yes. Not one of the better cars in the game, but it's okay at live. Not one of the best, but it's okay. And you can earn a lot of points with their Prestige Cup from it, so if you don't really need it for anything, I mean, if you're not going to do the Prestige Cup and you don't really need another live racing car for Tier 4, I wouldn't build it. Only build that thing if you really need it.
Yep.
Jeez.
Alright. I'm hoping I'm using the proper shift pattern here for the Rocket Bunny, because I don't have stage 6 nitrous, so I might have jumped to third a little quick there. But it's kind of a high top end car that can, catch up near the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what RPM it's best to shift into third at, but that might change a little bit with your tune, I think.
Yeah,
Steven, have a good one. See you later.
I'll pause before third. Got it, D Black. I will make sure to do that. Remember, this car runs about 3/10 faster than Dino naturally without changing tunes, just by shift pattern. But you shouldn't even need it because it also seems to have a lobby advantage of about 2/10. So you're going to beat a lot of people real easily with this car without fancy tuning or anything. Okay, so not to say this one's bad. This guy's good in live too. So that's also a great car. Let's see.
somewhere around between 2,000 and 4,000 RPMs is when you shift into third, but I think it changes a little bit as you tune the car differently. So,
right, and if it's fully maxed, you actually jump into third pretty fast in order to make sure you get the best time. Okay, so pay for a rear car with gold. Will it have stars?
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Well, no,
Yep.
not all. Right?
Well, if it shows stars on there and you pay for it with gold, it will have the stars that it shows. So, if it if it does not show stars when you buy it, it won't have the stars.
So it's consistent to whatever is showing on the dealership.
Yes.
All right, Mustang GT500. It's supposed to be one of the fast cars for one of the showdowns. So, it's, I don't know. I mean, I think both are decent.
Someone asked Max, how do I get the fusion parts for the Rocket Bunny Mazda Miata Tier 2? I want to use it for the Tempest.
Oh, well, that's part of the reason why you want to do the Rocket Bunny event. Because if you purchase for gold the RX-7, for example, which I should have somewhere around here, if you get that car, it opens up a crate every time that RX-7 becomes involved in something. So that's what. So that's the one you want to use to get Mazda Fusions, because once you have this car, oftentimes the events will have a crate that allows you to acquire Mazda Fusions. And it's unfortunately one of the only ways to really get Mazda Fusions.
Oh,
so sometimes it's even worth it to burn up some keys to get some extra. So keep that in mind. Mazda Fusions are real tough to get.
If there's a crate and you have some extra keys, you definitely want to think about buying some Mazda crates, because unless there's a crate available, it's almost impossible to get keys for parts for those things, unfortunately. So yeah, spend some of your bronze keys if you can. I mean, the Tier 2 car doesn't take that many parts, so that's the good news about that. But once you get to Tempest 3, all right, if you're on Tempest 3 Tier 1, they're going to give you another crappy little Mazda Miata, and they're going to force you to use that. So you also need the Mazda parts for that car too.
Absolutely.
Some people get stuck because they're like, hey, they gave me this thing and I don't have any parts for it. How am I going to beat it? And then you got to sit there and wait a year. So yeah, guys, if you got some keys, you might want to spend those on those parts.
Yep. Send Snips here. I see Ryan had a question about how long the Easter event's going to go for. It looks like this Rocket Bunny event has 5 days, 13 hours, and 1 minute left.
What's up, Snips?
They got about 5 more days to go. As you can see, I haven't even started the second leg of it, which I probably will do. Maybe I'll do another live stream to do it so I don't have to record it. But this one should still be pretty straightforward. If one of your 5 cars is at least pretty built, I'm pretty sure you can make it all the way to the end. This is, again, not one of the harder events in the game.
What is the fastest car in Tier 2? That's a pretty interesting question. We just got a couple more Tier 2 cars recently, didn't we?
I think we did.
Well, currently it looks like the okay, this has to have maxed out Elite Customs levels, but the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL is the very fastest if you get it up to level 50 on the Elite Customs, the Ferrari 250 GTO is the second fastest, and that's only with Elite Customs level 50. Now, number 3, which is without, okay, this one's not an Elite car, but number 3 is the John Cooper Works Mini Cooper. Number 4 is the Rocket Bunny Miata MX-5. Number 5 is the Porsche 718 Boxster. Number 6 is the Alpine A110. Number 7 is the Ferrari 250 GTO without any of the Elite Customs upgrades. So there's a pretty good rundown on the fastest Tier 2 cars in the game right now.
Speaking of Elite Customs, something to really keep in mind. Some cars may not start off being so good in theory, but once you Elite Custom it, it actually becomes really good. This is even effective with cars like what we get, the GR Supra, or even the R34 GTR, which initially, when you first get it, isn't that great. But once you get some Elite Custom levels on it and you get those fusion slots filled up, the change in performance makes it so that it's much better. I'm trying to find the GTR. So like this guy right here, without the Elite Customs, it really isn't all that great. But as you can see with the Elite Customs, even only at level 30, I now have almost 1,800 points here at 645 performance point. So it now becomes one of the only GTRs that has basically low performance point, high evo settings. So that's, you know, one of the more interesting things. Do I play the oldest game in the world? What, chess? Is that what you're talking about? I don't even know what the oldest game in the world is.
Irish J, all right. Thank you for being a channel member. And around 10.214 is the last time I recorded the Tier 2 Tempest boss. I don't know if that's changed, but somewhere around the 10.2 area is where you're going to see for that guy.
Right. So, oh, yeah. So what the Crow just said is also correct. Don't Elite Customs some of the cars that don't have stars or isn't going to, you know, because you're not going to, in the end, get as much benefit out of it as a car that starts off with stars. I think something like the Huracan Coupe would be one of the ones that we're thinking of in that situation. Oh, Go. Okay, Scoobas. I know of the game, but I don't play that. So, yeah, I don't think I've ever played that.
Julian, he says, will the Milestone Super Snake be Elite? It is an Elite Customs car. So you can put your tokens into that and get that up to Elite level 50 and do some customization and, you know, get it up to some purple stars, I think, make it faster, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So, yeah, it won't be when you get it, though. Of course, when you get it, it's not going to be an Elite car. You got to level it up with your tokens.
So, again, I'm just showcasing how the Elite Customs really changes the dynamics of some of these cars that otherwise really isn't as impressive. But once you Elite Custom them, you now have much greater range to tune and get an effective live racer out of. And I love the Nissan GTR 34. I was disappointed the other ones don't work well in the game, but as you can see, this one works fine. It's not great. I mean, it's not going to beat everything in the game by any means of by means of imagination, but it is good enough to be competitive in live racing. I see Bosco's in here with his Camaro. Depending on how much he has it down tuned, I would have no chance to beat him, but I will see how well we can go at it on this one.
Ahmad Saab, buddy, the Tempest 2, the Fins Exige 360 is a really nice little Tier 2 car. So that's one boss car that's totally worth having.
Yes, Vantage Siege is one of the better Tier 2 cars to have as boss. See, look at that. And I know he was hitting the brakes half the time. So, Bosco, I know you came in here just to show off your Camaro against me, but I never bet money against Camaro, so I don't worry about it. All right, but again, you're not going to beat everybody in the any particular lobby guaranteed anyway. But you can sometimes get pretty competitive setups against most people.
To download LD Player, you just go to ldplayer.net. ldplayer.net.
Yep. Hey, look, it's another Subaru WRX. I forgot about this one too. We actually have quite a few Subarus in the game now. You got the Elite Customs, a few from Fast and Furious. You got the really crappy Tier 2. So we got them all lined up.
Yeah, that little Exige 360 is pretty awesome. It's got purple stars, plus it gets over 1,000 Evo, and it seems to be a nice little dyno beater. So that's a great little live racing car. And I use it for like daily battles and stuff. Not daily battles, but like anything that requires a Tier 2 car on the map. That's usually the one I pick to complete it. I love that little thing, actually.
All right, so we see a lot of really good live racers right now in these slower lobbies now. Let me actually go back and use the Supra real quick. Same thing, same idea. After you get these cars fully elite and upgraded, if you want to go back and kind of detune it a little bit, you can get these low performance point high evo setups.
Did I just see the great snot? I sure did.
Yes, you did.
There it is, the green snot, everybody.
Yes, this is, you guys made this design, and I've just kind of kept it since. Because I'm not all that creative when it comes to body kits and stuff like that. So the game's like, I don't know where to put this guy. I really don't. Let me put him in a really fast lobby, or do I actually put him in a competitive lobby? Boy, it's really confused. I'm so confused, I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, if you get tired of racing, let me know. I can run a few showdowns or whatever.
Sure. I mean, right now I'm just trying to get in the live lobby.
Gotcha.
The computer couldn't make up its mind. It's like, no, I'm going to kick him out. He's not welcome here.
Clavia wants to know what lobby you're in.
I am probably in 9.3 to 9.5, I believe. At least that's what I think is 9.3 lobby. I'm seeing these guys with the Cento, which is a lot of guys are running that 9.3 tune. So I believe I'm in 9.3. Right? With 2,344 Evo, I don't think I'm in a slower lobby.
Hey Lane, how's it going, buddy? Hopefully you get your account back soon. That must be a bummer.
Pet peeves in the game. Danny, you must have a long list of them. I mean, I know I do too, but...
Disconnects during live racing. Voided out races during live racing. Not being able to afford to do events. Let's see. That Maxthegamer guy. I mean, wait, never mind.
That became a pet peeve, huh? I'm honored. I am now officially a pet peeve.
But yeah, that's about it. Really, it's just the live racing issues that get me going. Besides, like, most of the little glitches and stuff in this game are kind of fun and funny, but the live racing issues kind of need fixed.
I think my biggest one is the bugs. All the bugs that always plague this game. It's like non-stop, you know.
Yeah, the bugs are kind of crappy. I mean, I kind of like the one where it's like you go into your garage and there's another car crashed into yours and you're just like, ha! Or your wheels are missing and you're like, ha! Those are kind of fun, you know, but...
I want my insurance money now! $2 million! Insurance money, pay it! Every time I get that glitch, that's what I think about. It's like, I wonder if I could claim insurance money from Natural Motion. You need to pay me insurance. Because, you know, your car crashed into mine.
Steven wants to know why Bryce is not on Tempest. That's actually something you would have to ask the game developers. We don't really know that kind of stuff, buddy. Sorry. Oh, you got a new device lane. That's awesome, buddy. I hope it works out for you. New devices are always great.
I think part of the thing is this game is always trying to design itself best to work with newer devices. So it kind of screws up older guys.
That's
like
true.
Older devices.
Well, most games, they stop supporting the older devices after a while.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, that's old. People probably don't have them anymore, so let's stop trying to make our game work on that, you know?
Yeah.
If it's probably more than like 3 or 4 years old, they probably don't even bother with it anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the problem. D-Black's like, am I the only one that's not impressed with the F1? Well, I don't think we're necessarily super impressed with the F1. I think it's because it makes such high RP that everybody wants to use it. That's part of the reason.
Ahmad says it's difficult to finish Tempest 3. I would say yes. Especially the Tier 4, because not everybody has one of the cars that can make it all the way through. And even if you do have one, it's got to be pretty much maxed out to do it. So, yeah, Tempest 3 is a little bit rough. If you've been playing the game for a really long time, maybe a couple years, and you haven't finished it yet, I mean, I could blow through it like it was nothing right now, but it took me about a year to get cars fast enough to make it myself. Now, Max, you'd been playing for a while when it first came out, right?
Well, what, you mean this game?
Yeah, when Tempest came out.
Oh, yeah. I was already playing for quite a while.
I mean, so Max, I think he said he didn't have any problem with Tempest 3 because he already had all kinds of cars built up and stuff when Tempest 3 was here, so...
I think I was lucky because I happened to have the Tier 4 at that time, 1 or 2 or 3 of the Tier 4s that could actually make it when it came out. So I believe I can't remember exactly what I used. I'd be lying if I tell you I knew exactly what I used for it the first time. But it was either one of the NSX or something like that I used to get to Tier 4. So I was able to finish pretty quick in about a week versus, say, yeah, there were guys that finished Tempest 3 in about 3 days too.
Yeah.
But I finished it in about a week. And the biggest headache was actually figuring out the Miata at that time.
Yep. That thing, I found a chart. I think it's still on one of my videos. I think I have a video for Tempest 3 just kind of telling which cars are supposed to work for it for Tier 1. And if I remember correctly, I put a link to a chart that tells you exactly how to set that little car up because, man, I was having so many problems and I was like, man, I'm going to look for this online. And there it was, that chart. Somebody had it all laid out and I breezed right through it like it was nothing once I found that chart. But it was a hard one to deal with. You have a video for that too, don't you?
For the Miata, yes. One of my older videos that I recently redid the voiceover on. Because it was the recording of the voice was pretty bad back then. So,
oh man, most of my old videos. Sometimes when I watch those, I'm like, God, how did I make this channel with such a terrible microphone? At the time, I guess I didn't realize exactly how bad it was. Oh man, it was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Me too. I had the same experience. So. If you're getting a download error for LD Player, that could be your system or you're not downloading it necessarily the version that works best with your computer.
Are you sure it's not just like your computer's antivirus software and firewall saying, hey, is it okay to use this? Because you got to tell it yes. When you download programs they're not familiar with, they'll try and block it because they're like, we don't know what this is. Are you sure you want to allow this through? But if it's actually an error, man, I don't really know. I've never had a problem like that before.
I don't know either. I mean, it's kind of hard to know exactly what the issue is. But again, try directly from a different version. I think there's like a 64 version, a older, lower requirement version, and a current version for LD Player. So,
Ahmed, no, the 8C Spider, I don't recommend it for Tempest 3. This is the problem with Tempest 3, okay? You gotta have a car that beats the boss. It's gotta be fast enough to beat the boss, It's got to do over 260 miles per hour, and it's got to do 0 to 60 in like 1.3 something. And most of the tier 4 cars aren't able to do all three of those things. So that car does everything but one of those things, I think. So, I mean, you could use it and then you could switch to a different car with your gold when it got to the point where you needed to do the I can't remember if it was the speed trap or the sprint race that one wasn't good at, but you could always like switch with gold if you needed. I mean, I actually switched cars on mine, I think, because I didn't have a car that could hit the top speed at the time, because the car I was using would have done it if I had all the parts in it, but I didn't. So I switched over to my NSX, finished the top speed, and then when I was done with those races, I switched back to my other car.
Right. It's, again, for most newer players, unless you happen to fall into the group that get lucky and get that right car, you may want to plan on 2 cars and 400 gold. I mean, unfortunately for you, that might be the case. That's if you're rushing through Tempest. If you're not rushing through Tempest, like I no longer care at this point with my newer accounts, then sooner or later you're gonna get that particular car that will be able to do everything.
Yeah, you're gonna want to run faster than a 12.3 to beat Donna.
Yep.
And honestly,
which is actually nothing nowadays. That's nothing. I mean, that's really slow nowadays.
I would honestly try to get my car to at least 12.0 though, because that way you've got room for a bad shift, or if the game has a lag spike and screws, you bury the needle, or, you know what I mean? That way you've got a little bit of room for error just in case something happens.
Right, exactly.
The RS6 event, yes. Max found out a way to make that one beat the 0 to 60 time, but you pretty much have to have it maxed completely.
Pretty close. You're going to need 4 of the strongest stage 6s, and even then it's pushing it. So,
it struggles, though. It struggles on the 0 to 60 time, but it can do it if you have enough parts in it.
Yeah.
Everything else, it'll blow right through it if you have enough parts.
The beauty of that car is it actually blows through everything else pretty easily, right? It's just that one sprint that it struggles at, which actually almost... Oh, Bosco, thanks for the 50K. I didn't realize it was my turn to win.
D-Black, have a great day.
But yeah, that car actually can beat the rest of Tempest 3 without breathing hard, except for that one sprint. That's the word. It just gets stuck on that part. Which it went from beating it basically at stage 5 all of a sudden to you need 4 stage 6s. So, but the RS6 Avant's a very good car.
Ahmad, I actually just made a video talking about which tier 4 cars can beat Tempest 3. I also have a video for the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 and tier 5 on my Tempest playlist if you'd like to check that out. I can't remember all of them offhand. There's a lot of them that'll work. Now for Tempest 3 tier 4, there's only maybe 15 cars that'll do it. But yeah, I would have to watch the video myself or find my notes, which I don't have on me right now, where I had it written down. But
yeah, and Daring, unfortunately, the Project Black will not 160 miles per hour. Some cars in the game, the tier 4, just won't hit it. It's not, it's not that they're bad cars, but they just don't top out at higher top speeds. So that's one of those that I can't show you how to hit 260 with, because I can't hit 260 with it.
Oh, can you beat Tempest 1 tier 1 with the Mini Cooper? I'm guessing no, but what do you think, Max?
Which one? I'm sorry?
Tempest 1 tier 1 with the Mini Cooper. Is that possible?
Tempest 1 tier 1 with the Mini Cooper is possible, yes.
Okay, Max
very much
says
so,
yes.
But you gotta have fusions, right? You gotta have it stage 5, put fusions in it. And the Mini Cooper is strange because it's the tune and the shift pattern, which is why I avoid that car, because it's changed a few times too. And at one point it was like this weird shift pattern, and it beat Dino by a ton, and then it got I guess it got nerfed, and then I don't know. Use the GTI because you don't have as much headaches.
Okay, Ahmad, you're running 11.766 in your 8C Spider. you're going to be able to beat everything except for that one race. There's one race where it's going to ask you to do 0 to 60 in a really fast time. So your car is going to do everything but that one race, okay?
Yep.
You
Wait,
would
is
just
it my
need
turn to win on this?
switch over to pretty much any car that has really fast acceleration. And then switch back after you were done with that race type of thing.
Oh, it is my turn. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think again, the Mini Cooper without stars is quite slow, just like the GTI without stars. But with stars, I think the Mini Cooper can definitely beat Tempest 1. But it's going to be pretty close. It's not like a massive margin you're going to beat them by. But the VW GTI with 1 star, full fusions, will walk Tempest 1 and 2, no problem.
School bus driver, I don't think you really have moderators on regular videos. I'm not sure what you were seeing on the recruitment videos, but no moderators over there.
That could be like Google doing some crazy moderating or something.
I'm not really sure why you're asking or what you saw, but nope, I don't think. Now, actually, though, I think my moderators can go in and delete comments and stuff off of my channel if they wanted to. Off of regular videos, too, I think. But
yeah, so Glavia is pointing out that the AC can't do the sprint, but can do the speed trap. And the Vantage Roadster can do the sprint, but not the speed trap. So if you combine the two, you can actually beat Tempest 3 Tier 4, utilizing, the 2 recent PC cars.
hey,
But they both have to be pretty well upgraded, of course.
Big Anna's in the house, buddy. It's been a long time. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by the stream today.
Daring, if your Mustang 302 is elite level 50, I would think it definitely can beat Tempest 2. But I've never tried to tune that car for the performance point limitations. So I don't know if that will, in fact, be easy to set up because of the sprints. Because everything in Tempest 2 is sprints. Okay? So... yeah, I don't know if Miss Chengao is in the stream here or not, but I was planning to leave the lobby, so I'm gonna give a courtesy cash and oh, okay, it was Julian. Okay,
Clavi, I haven't seen Joyrider in a long time, so I'm not really sure.
Tempest 1 Tier 1 without a star. I think
Yep.
the non-star version is gonna cut it too close.
It'll do it.
Drip King, don't do it.
I beat Tempest 1 and Tempest 2 on the GTI without any stars.
Oh,
Now on Tempest 2, you have pretty much 0 room for error. If you make a little teeny mistake, you are going to miss it, okay? I was really nervous about that because I knew it was barely fast enough. Now, Tempest 1, it did it no problem. Tempest 2, though, it was cutting it really close.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I was remembering. It was cutting it really, really tight on one of the Tempests. So that's always an issue with the no stars. Again, if you can get one with stars,
Yes.
try not to use the no stars.
Yeah, it runs like a tenth of a second faster and gives you a little more wiggle room there.
Yeah. Now, you guys saw I was running this car in the 9.3 lobby, and this car, if shifted properly, actually runs 9.0. Again, this is where full elite, low performance point, high evo balance can put you in a pretty competitive position with any car. I also saw somebody earlier ask, why don't I bet money? Because if you saw my recent video on basically being kind of a obnoxious player with a bunch of trash T5 cars, the game allows you to do what they call negative tune, and you can really beat people quite a while in live with them before they're totally destroyed, and you can win a lot of money, and that's really not fair to other players. So I try not to do that because I know I can do it. Doesn't mean I should do it.
I don't like to take bets because most of the time somebody bets me a bunch of money, they've got one of those down-tuned cars that's beating Dino by like 3 seconds, and they rip you to pieces and take your money because They have a down tune, which they're really not cheater tunes, but I call them cheater tunes because I don't like them.
I mean, they're part of the game, so theoretically, in my opinion, it's not cheating.
It's not, but it is. It's not cheating, but it's not fair to other people.
It's not fair. Yeah, it's not. It's not nice to use. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's kind of the. I feel like a big old jerk sandwich if I would to run in one of those and bet people with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and let's put it this way. I know people ask this. Well, how many cars can be down tuned? Depends on the level of upgrades. I would say 90% of the cars in the game can be negative to positive version down tuned. This is why it's. I don't bet against any car thinking that I'm going to destroy it, because I know somebody might have found a down tune I didn't bother to find. Okay, but yeah, they're out there, and there are tons of them. So.
I actually got to go install parts on my Vantage Roadster and then buy all the Stage 5 parts for that guy.
Oh.
I almost forgot. I won't be able to make my video if I don't put all the parts on it for tomorrow.
Definitely need that. I mean, one of the things that you got to understand, guys, is that some of the races in the game does use Dino even on the map. For example, all your lovely restriction trials that we have to do to get fusions or gold, that's where the negative 999 tune, and even the supply cups, that's where the negative tunes can really help get through something real easy, like this elite custom trial, for example. Not that we need to do that because the elite custom cars are good, but something that is a trial, not a cup, like the prize cup or the prestige cup, it wouldn't work. But supply cup, it would use Dino, and that would work. And that's one of my tricks to get through supply cups, is use a negative tune.
Yeah, there's a lot of events that require your car to beat Dino. It doesn't really care if your car is fast or slow. You could have the slowest car in the world, and as long as it beat Dino, it would still win the races. So you almost do have to down tune some of those supply cups, because you get a car that will not beat Dino. You either down tune it, or you use a different car from that manufacturer that will beat the Dino.
Yep, exactly. Now, for example, let's hold on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. For example, the good old dirty 30. Okay,
that's dirty.
That car is dirty. So this car is one of those bad boys that'll easily beat Dino if you just tweak it a little bit, dirty. Like so. Okay, and so.
That's dirty.
Negative 504. Dino 14.7. If I put it to positive, Dino 11.7. So you're talking about a 3-second Dino buster pretty easily. Now, I won't get the full 3 seconds generally when you do this, but it'll get at least a 12-second run out of this car as long as you can launch it. So this is where, you know, it's not nice to pull this stunt, but it is possible with quite a few cars. Okay.
Riding dirty. Riding dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. Riding dirty.
Drip King player, most of the Legends cars aren't that good for Tempest, unfortunately. There might be a couple. They changed a bunch of the Legends cars a while back. Some of them used to be good for Tempest, but are no longer are, so I'm not really sure which ones can and cannot beat Tempest at the moment, because after they changed it, I really got... That was like the third time they changed it. I just kind of stopped paying attention to the Tempest cars at that point. But I don't really think any of them are that great for Tempest, honestly.
Yeah, no, 250 GTO, one of the best ones for Tempest 3 Tier 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Max is right.
Yep. That's the one I would make an exception for. F1, if you got to F1 before you got to Tempest 3 Tier 5, obviously that's a good one. But I don't think many people are going to get there.
Most people are done with Tempest way before they even acquire the F1.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Let me see if I even have the Vantage Roadster on this account. I know I have it, but let me see how built it is. I have a feeling it's not doing too hot.
So you want to see me tune a car with 0 parts or fusions installed?
Ooh, mine's fully maxed.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. I didn't realize, but I think this Vantage Roadster is fully maxed. Oh, yes, it is. So this car is doing better than my main account. Arr. Yeah, so this car is, yeah, I'm not too keen on this thing. So you have an Evo drop right here. You have your little jump right here, right back to 1493. That's a 10.6.
That won't be riding dirty.
2 bumps.
That'd be riding dirty. Riding dirty.
Did you ever? Is that the? It was a Weird Al Yankovic that made a parody of that song.
You know what? I think he did. I'm
pretty sure he did.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, I think I heard that once actually.
Right. So this car has a bunch of weird Evo drops, but I wonder if that Evo drop is a legit Dino beating Evo drop. 10.9. See, the problem is 10.9 to 10.6 really isn't that far off. So let's just say I can Dino 10.9 and run a 10.6. Big deal.
Yeah.
You know.
White and nerdy, that's what it was.
White and nerdy. That's it. Good
so
old
White
Weird
and
Al.
nerdy. You know, white and nerdy. I can sing that one, I guess.
Actually, the lyrics of that one's pretty hard if you really listen to it. Because it's so fast. You know, he does it so fast and he doesn't really repeat that much. Except for the white and nerdy part. Yeah, see, it doesn't really... I mean, I might not have shifted it right, but 10.9, it does 10.6. 10.6, it does 10.5, maybe 10.6. Do you know how to shift the Vantage Roadster, Danny? I haven't even...
Oh, really... man. Let me look. I haven't driven that car since it came out as a Prestige Cup car.
Yeah, I have...
Not a Prestige Cup car, but whatever you call it.
I thought it was nitrous in third, but I don't remember exactly what the first 2 gears, what you're supposed to do.
Let's see.
Nope, I'm missing 2/10 here, so it can't be right. I'm doing something wrong here.
Oh, 4 months ago I made a video for that car. I got a little review on it and everything. I'm going to go ahead and give that video a thumbs up, and I'm going to watch it so I can figure out how we drove this thing.
I sum up all my own stuff. I'm the best.
Aston Martin Vantage Roadster. First, this video is brought to you by asho.
Alright, we got the... let me find the part where we actually drive it.
It wouldn't be the 4th gear nitrous. That's going to be way slower.
Perfect start?
Okay.
All good shifts or perfect shifts and nitrous on 2nd gear.
All perfect shifts and nitrous on 2nd. So I guess that one's super easy to drive.
Oh, wow. That's easier than I thought.
So that's just a real basic one.
To know. This is the most basic one ever. Let's see if I can duplicate that.
I guess it does shift a little fast.
It's not too bad. I mean, I didn't get a perfect start either, so that's probably going to hurt me. I lost about a 10th there.
Yeah, my twin brother, buddy.
See, 10.7s when it really should be 10.6s. So it doesn't really easily beat Dino, I guess. That's, you know, it's another 223 mile per hour, guys. So you're looking at a car that sprints real good, but doesn't top speed all that great. Which actually, let's talk about top speed, right?
Did that top out when you went across the finish line? Was it already topped out? Because
it was actually starting to decelerate, I think, once you're off nitrous. It's one of those deals. And this is not even at 0 tire. I mean, if we put it to 0 tire, it would be even worse. Here it went from 223 to 229, a little bit less grip. Then the only other question is, can I, for example, try to push it to even higher mile per hour with there's 233 right there. So yeah, you can eke out a few more miles per hour with tuning, but it's not really gonna get you.
You're not gonna hit that 260.
No, No, 260 is not likely to happen. So yeah, so this is one of those cars that'll do 0 to 60 in like less than a second though. So that's good, right? That'll easily get through Tempest 3 Tier 4. But this is fully maxed again. A little trickier. Ahmed's like, I like seeing people pull crates in CSR2. I do too, as long as it's not my keys.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody else is pulling junk from Donna, I get a good laugh out of it.
Are you going to pull crates?
Yes, I'm going to pull a bronze one. Ah.
Yeah.
Watch I get a 1-star car.
Let me know when you want to break. I'll go run a few of those showdowns.
Yeah. Let's switch to you real quick. I'm going to go check on my puppy because, you know, he's about due for a visit.
All right.
So
Max is
I'll
going
be right
to
back.
Abandon us for a minute here.
Yeah, pull some gold crates. No, thank you. Wait, how many gold keys do I have left on this account? Because I pulled them all trying to get. Oh yeah, I pulled them all trying to get that Valhalla, and you know I got nothing. So I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we don't like to pull our crates, guys. You gotta be really stingy with your keys in this game unless you have a lot of money to spend. How do you save so many tickets? Well, don't spend them. Do all the races that give out tickets and don't spend your tickets. Like, I haven't spent hardly any of my tickets. I think I spent a couple 100 tickets on something so far. The rest I've just been saving. So I don't know when I'm actually going to need to use those tickets for something. That's why I'm saving them up, because I mean, I could really just go ahead and buy anything I wanted in there with them and waste them all, but what happens if something really awesome pops up in there? And I'm like, dang, I could have bought that, but instead I bought a couple fusion parts and a state, you know what I mean? I suggest not spending those tickets unless you really need to. Because we don't know what's going to be in there in the future. There's more of these Elite Tuners cars coming out and stuff like that, so we don't know how we're going to get the next couple of Elite Tuners cars either. Oh yeah, I'm a crazy key hoarder, guys. I am the hoardiest of key hoarders in the world, I would imagine. Yeah, where is the Rocket Bunny Showdown? I thought we were going to have one, but it's not up yet, so maybe within the next couple of days? I don't know. I'm surprised we haven't had one yet, honestly. It's up? I didn't see it. So you guys have a Rocket Bunny Showdown. Why do I do not? That's really weird. Every day I've been looking around to see if it's on there. Now I don't have it. Oh yeah, I got it. I win. Yay. Alright, the Crow says the Elite Showdown is the Rocket Bunny Showdown. Okay. Was there more than just, I mean, was it only Rocket Bunny cars? Maybe I missed something. I'll have to go look in a few minutes. See, I thought we were going to have a showdown that was only Rocket Bunny cars. Hey, you get back here. Hey. Hey, get back here. Stop it. No, he ran away. He got me. Okay, the Showdown League is currently up for testing only, so eventually, probably on the next update, I think it's going to go live for everybody. But only a few people have it right now. But yeah, eventually we'll all get it. Eventually we will all get it. Phil, I haven't actually looked in the shop to see what's available with real money because I never buy that stuff. I can't afford it. So I don't know what's in there. Go, little car, go, little car, go. All right, we got this one. All right, you're updating your M600 for the Showdown. That's very cool. I was playing with that one, trying to find a good shift pattern for it, and either I didn't really like the way it drives, or I just haven't figured that one out yet. Yeah, the Crow should be a moderator, actually. Good point, good point. If you don't want the moderator position, let me know and I'll remove it. But I just made you a moderator, Crow. I know some people don't really want to be moderators, but hey, if you want it, it's yours. Crow runs the Reddit page for CSR2 and does a great job of that. Yeah, he's always over here helping out and stuff, so I think he's definitely earned the moderator position if he would like to have it. All right. I'm surprised I haven't asked you yet, honestly. The Crow is the master of moderators. Oh no! Opponent disconnected. Look at that. He ran a 0.000. Something's not quite right with that. Nub Nord, I don't think you're actually turbocharging it. You're just upgrading the turbo to a better one. Bottom line. You might be putting a little bit of a bigger turbo on it, or maybe putting some better bearings in there. Putting a new wastegate on there, or like a turbo timer. I don't know. Something like that. Here we go. Oh man, I just got beat up by a Elite Customs car. Clavia says 0 is better than 9. That depends on what it is. Now, if it was like, how many fingers do you have? Do you want 0 fingers or do you want 9? I'd say, well, I guess I'd prefer 9. Now, if they said, how many fingers do you want us to cut off? 0 or 9? I think I would prefer the 0. So sometimes 0 may be better than 9.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, Max is back, guys.
Oh, man. I was 1 minute too late.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So he did his business where I didn't want him to. Oh, boy.
Sorry, Max.
No. It's not your fault. I mean, I'm the one that's supposed to keep track of what's going on. So, it's literally like having a baby in the house.
Yeah.
Whew. Did I miss the Elite license reveal?
No.
Where is it? I want to see it.
So when he pees on the floor, what do you do? Do you, some people rub their nose in it and say, bad doggy.
No, the worst part is when he rubs his nose in it and wipes his feet in it and then decides he wants to run around the place. Okay, that's when it gets bad.
I always wonder, does rubbing their nose in it actually do anything? I'm guessing probably not.
No, they just like smelling their own stuff.
Now, like the owner sometimes, if it pees on the floor, they'll grab the dog and put his nose in the pee and like say, bad doggy, bad. It's just like, I kind of don't feel like that accomplishes anything. Honestly,
No, you're just making the dog get more confused.
probably,
So-
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back to the car stuff. What are we doing here? Are you doing? It looks like you're doing Showdown, right?
Yeah, I'm doing some showdowns.
Yeah. Can all right, guys. How to get a lot of money? Here's the problem with that is
Do a lot of
with
races.
this game. There's no easy way. You know, you could do some betting, like we were talking about earlier, with certain tunes, but that's really not the nicest way to go about it. But some people do it anyway because you have to. I find basically if you play a lot, you get money faster. So, you know, and live racing by swapping quickly is one of the ways I find I can generate a lot of cash.
Dang, that was close. I mean, bottom line though, I try to upgrade one car per season, and that's it on most seasons. So I save every cent I can and only upgrade cars when I absolutely have to or when I really, really want to. Like if I get a really cool car, I'm just like, oh, that would come in handy someday. But if I get something that's like extra special to me, then I'll maybe upgrade it additionally. But lots of playing and lots of saving is pretty much the deal, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Lancio, you don't want to use Game Guardian for anything because that's the quickest way to get banned.
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely not the way you get money. Now, I have played with players who are cappers who does 300K a day. None of them ever complain to me about not having money. If anything, what they tell me is I have 250 million sitting around doing nothing. That's how they got that money, because they play so much that the money was going up too quick for them to even spend it. So yeah, you gotta, and I think you know, playing a lot unfortunately is what the game makers want, and that's why they set up to make you grind for resources like this. Okay, so
Yeah, if you've got a lot of patience, the regulation races, you can run them over and over and over and over, but after you finish a regulation race, you have to go back to your garage and then back to the map, then you gotta find the race again, and then you gotta race it, and then go back to the garage and back to the map. It's a very tedious
that's a very
thing.
tedious way to do it, yeah.
But
This is where swapping with a good device is just so much more efficient.
that too, but that does require a lot of gas. Like, you're only winning every other race compared to every race.
Yeah, but then regulation races, you got to add gas too. I mean, you're still going to run out of gas.
Yeah, but if you do 10 regulation races, you get 10 wins. If you do 10 swaps, you get 5 wins.
True. There is that.
But if
That's
you
a
got
good
the gas,
question.
yeah, swapping for hours is a good way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember the season where I did like 5 million, my 5 million season. I just remember that I made so much money there. It was something like 30 million cash in one season. It was just a crazy amount of money from just getting those points. So, you know, that's generally how you can easily earn the cash.
Awesome Sauce, how do you open a bronze crate early? He says if you open it early, it'll give you a 1-star car. They do pop out 1-star cars and even 3-star cars every once in a while. I've actually got a tier 5 3-star car out of a bronze crate before.
Even on the free bronze, I got a Huracan once. So, you know, it definitely, it's luck of the draw with that stuff.
Yeah, I got an F12 from the bronze, actually.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any trick to getting different types of cars out of the bronze crates. I think that's just a you open it and whatever pops out thing.
Yeah, I mean, Nerb Nord has a good point. Why do regulation races when you could do all this trials and map stuff? Yeah, there's so much stuff on the map anyway. If you do it all,
Yeah.
they all give 12K cash per win. So if you do your prize cup, supply cup, you do your, trial, your lead token trial, then you do that legend token trial. By the time you're done with all this, you're already $1 million or $2 million up.
And that's when
So-
you go That's when you go run
Yeah.
the regulations. If you're still like, hey, I did everything on the map, now what? Then you go run other stuff. I mean, showdowns are good. I mean, the showdowns, if you can win, 10, 20, 30 showdowns a day, that's a lot of good cash.
Right. Right. I mean, you can, obviously, if you're betting 200K and winning, sure, you can make, millions. Every
Get
5
back
wins, is a
here.
million. So, uh-oh. I think that guy's got a better, higher level elite than yours.
Yeah, when the league showdown comes up, I'm not really sure how that's going to work for cash earning, I guess. Probably the same way, right?
Now, that you get more cash, you know why? Instead of giving you more tokens when you go towards 500 races, after you get like 1,000 or whatever 1,000 number of points, it's all cash reward. So every 1,000 more or 2,000 more points in Showdown, you get 25,000 or 35,000 cash. So yeah, you'll have more cash with League, but you don't get the tokens and other stuff I'd rather see at 500 races. But hey, I'm kind of at this point accepting the inevitable that they're gonna force this on us the way it is now. I
Yeah,
expect
probably.
that to happen. So
Yep. Bronze crates can get you up to a 3-star car, I believe.
yeah, Bosco's right. SDL is the future. I'm telling you, it is. They're gonna shove it down our throats whether we like it or not. But maybe they'll tweak it a little bit to make it better. But I'm not really holding my breath.
I kind of hope they have
big
those
division.
and... Sorry, Max. Go ahead.
No, I'm just talking to myself.
I kind of hope they have those and the regular showdowns as well, honestly.
They can't. I don't think they can do both. I think it's going to be a problem. Right. So there you go. Clavia gained about what, 8 million in 2 days from trying to cap. So yeah.
All right. I
they
think
fix
I'm
that
on a
for League?
losing
So
streak,
what
so
are they?
it's
Thomas,
time
what
to
are they
move
rewarding
on.
now? Oh yeah. Once you start losing over and over, it's not worth it to keep pushing.
Time to do something else other than Showdown for a while. I'll come back tomorrow and do some more.
Yeah. SD is short for Showdown. That's what people use as abbreviation. Now, okay, so somebody asked me what's my win-loss ratio in the game. My primary account is at about a... let me calculate the win-loss ratio, actually. I'll give it to you. Do a little math. Math is
Please
always
no.
good for you.
Capping is somebody who makes the maximum amount of RP every day. Alright, the game has a cap. I think it's around 300,000 you can get from just regular racing and stuff. So once you hit your 300,000 for the day, you can't earn any more respect points from regular races.
Yep. So my overall win ratio is about 78%. In my oldest account.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Alright, I'm probably going to get blown away by this RS6.
The RS6 is that much faster?
Well, it's I don't really have this set up to bust Dino right now, so those things always stomp me. Why is there a cap? That one you would have to actually ask the developers on. I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. It doesn't really seem like they would have a cap, honestly. Maybe just because...
Maybe much like the 2 billion point cap, it's just easier for them to manage if they don't have, people with like 1 billion points to deal with. I think
Yeah.
that's probably why they put a cap.
Or it could be to help keep so hackers don't run wild with 100 billion points or something too. I'm just not really sure.
Who knows? Who knows?
All right, guys. Our 2 hours is almost up, so we got about 5 minutes left on the live stream, guys. If you got any really important questions, all right, get them out there real quick. Clavia just posted a link to one of his videos he made if you guys would like to check it out there. Yep, we got about 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes.
You know, support likes to tell you all kinds of stuff, Ken. This whole swapping thing, they've been saying it's... Some support guy somewhere is always saying that's an exploit, and therefore it's bannable. Now, if they want to ban about 60% of their player base all at once,
More
which
like
they've done
80%.
before by accident, you know, I guess they could.
Almost everybody swaps.
Right. I mean, how can they even tell you're technically swapping or not? Maybe the other guy really is that good and we're just going back and forth and I win one and he won one and, you know, we're just tight but swapping back and forth because it's that close. For them to regulate that over millions of players or even tens of thousands of players, it's kind of ridiculous. So I don't ever see them being able to ban people for that. Don't see it.
I would never worry about getting in trouble for swapping. I don't think it's going to happen, guys.
No, they would kill their own game, and they're not in the business to do that.
Everybody loves, not everybody, but lots of people love swapping. So, I mean, that's actually like a staple in this game.
It is. It is. Now, there are people that absolutely hates it, and I understand their position. I'm not against it, but I'm just saying, look, if people want to swap in a game, how is that an exploit that they're going to ban you for? I just don't see it. It's kind of silly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, guys, remember every Friday, Max and I do a live stream like this, and then every Sunday I do a live racing live stream, so make sure you guys tune in for those. We got time for like one more quick question. One more quick question that's good. Someone just popped in and said, I love the videos. I lost the comment. Whoever that was, thank you so much.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, there are a lot of things. Remember, ultimately, this is a game working on certain parameters. There are a lot of things they would have to change to make this purely into a competitive game. But then they're going to lose a lot of people that are going to play as much simply because if you make the game only winnable in a certain way, and let's be honest, not every new player is going to know how to win in this game, then you're going to get people to lose interest. You'll have a few guys that'll win everything, and then the rest of us are all sitting there going, why the hell am I playing this? So I think they have a good thing going with what they got. They're not going to go mess with that. Yeah.
Chrisman, hurry up and get your question down because we're going to cut this off in just a minute. My name is Danny Lightning on the games, so if you see me on Saturday, I'll have more instructions. I'll let you know what time my car is running and stuff, so you can try and tune a car to the same time as me.
Yeah, and again, if you want to race with Danny, and sometimes myself as well, check out his Sunday stream where he does the live racing. He'll put on the top, he'll pin the lobby that he's in, and I can usually match a car to his lobby, so I tend to hang out during that stream as well. But I'll be honest with you guys, for the next week or two, I'm going to be very busy with my new puppy and won't be on as much. Okay, but I will definitely make this stream with Danny each time.
Yep. You're just going to have to get a swimming pool to set, like a little like kiddie pool, man, to set him in. So when you're on the streams, you can just, pee in the pool.
Yeah, that'll be funny. Dogs do not suck. Come on.
No, dogs don't suck.
They're man's best friend for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So Anyway, it's been a pleasure again being invited to Denny's stream every week, and I totally enjoyed talking with you guys and answering questions. But unfortunately, due to my recent addition to the family, I have to kind of cut it shorter today. But thank you again for all you guys for joining.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We'll see you on Sunday. Max usually stops in for the Sunday streams, at least for a little bit. He's in the chat. Sometimes he comes in the voice. Yeah, everybody's laughing about the pee in the pool comments. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to get that or not, but a couple people did. All right, guys, thank you so much. It was awesome to hang out with you all and get to talk to you guys and answer some questions and all that junk. So, yep, tune in Sunday for the live racing stream. Thank you to the Crow for showing up. He does a great job. He's the new moderator now over here, and he's also a moderator on the CSR2 Reddit page. All right, so if you're not on CSR2 Reddit, you might want to check that out as well. Between me, Max, Reddit, and maybe a couple other guys, you'll find all the CSR2 info you could ever need, probably. But guys, thank you so much.
Yep, thank you, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, bye, guys. Our 2 hours is up. Most of the time, we try and sometimes we go over the 2 hours, but we're only going to guarantee you the 2 hour stream. Now that Max has the dog, you know, he's got to spend a little more time with that, because he's a little puppy. He needs a little more attention right now. So
yeah, he needs a lot of work right now, but he'll get better.
Give us a few weeks, and then we might be back to a little longer than 2 hours. But yep, catch you guys later. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.